And we are back. Welcome to the fifth day of the Euros qualifiers. And we'll start by saying fair play to Kazakhstan. What an unbelievable result. What an unbelievable comeback to come from 2 goals down to beat Denmark yesterday. And before you carry on with this video, go and watch Taggy Bergen's equaliser, the 85th, 86th minute equaliser from about 35 yards out. The goal of the week so far. And like I say, if you haven't seen it yet, go watch that and then come back to this video because it is really, really worth a watch. And yeah, we've got 8 more games for you today in the predictions series. So before we get into it, as always, my daily reminder for you to drop a like on the video if you enjoy the series and subscribe if you are new around here. We're going to do this one more time tomorrow before going back to our usual Premier League, Champions League, etc. routine. Let's get into all of the action on Monday evening. And we start with the Netherlands taking on Gibraltar. Now, obviously, the Netherlands were heavily beaten at the weekend by the French, and I'm expecting them to bounce back. And I'm going to go for the exact same scoreline that they were themselves defeated by the French, and we'll go for a 4-0 win to the Netherlands. I don't really think anyone's too surprised by that result and that scoreline, but you never know. The way they played against the French, we could see an even bigger shock tonight if they don't turn up against Gibraltar. The other game in that group sees the Republic of Ireland taking on the Thrashers at the weekend, which is of course the French. And yeah, I don't see anything other than the same sort of result in this game. Obviously, the Republic of Ireland, with their home fans behind them, always show some sort of spirit, but against the world finalists and the team that have just spanked the Netherlands, I don't think anyone's going to be too surprised to see that I'm going for another heavy win for the French. I'm going to give the Irish a goal because I'm feeling a little bit generous, but I'm going to go for 5-1 to the French. I think this could be a real embarrassing night for the Republic of Ireland unless they can seriously show up. On to the next group, and we start with the first of the real tricky ones today, and this is Moldova taking on the Czech Republic. Now, I do expect the Czech Republic to get the win. Like we said in the video the other day, I was very surprised to see how well they did against Poland. So I am then going to use that momentum to say that I now expect them to beat Moldova, even though it is going to be a tough game. I'm going to go for 2-1. But again, it wouldn't surprise me to see that be a little bit more in the Czech Republic's favour. But at the same time, it still wouldn't surprise me to see Moldova get a result as well. The other game in that group sees the Polish taking on Albania, in a game that this time I am definitely backing Poland to win. Albania have played relatively well recently. Their defensive record is fantastic. But, I mean, if Poland can't beat Albania, then they don't deserve to qualify for this tournament. After already losing their first game, they need to get this qualification up and running. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Poland in this one. And again, I think I'll be a little bit surprised if that isn't the full-time result. On to the next group, and it's Austria up against Estonia. Austria with a fantastic win in their opening fixture, and I'm backing them to do so once again. We're going to go for 4-0. Again, I don't really think there's too much to say about that one. This is a game Austria definitely should be winning, and it would be a shock to see Estonia get a result in this one. Next is Sweden taking on Azerbaijan. Sweden, of course, failed to score in their opening fixture. Azerbaijan, don't think they played. I think they were the team that were beaten by Austria. But Azerbaijan travelled to Sweden. I'm going to be a little bit more conservative. I'm going to go for 2-0. I expected a little bit more from Sweden in their opening fixture, even though I did predict them to lose. But we're going to go for 2-0 in this one. On to the final group, and we start with Hungary taking on Bulgaria. Hungary, really the surprise package of European international football over the last couple of years. Beating Germany, thrashing England at home, which I hoped I didn't have to mention, but sadly I have now. And they take on Bulgaria, who were quite comfortably beaten in the end by Montenegro in their opening fixture. Don't really think anyone's going to be too surprised to see that I'm going to go for a Hungarian win tonight. And we're going to go for 3-0 to the Hungarians in that one. The final game of today then sees Montenegro taking on Serbia. Two sides who won their opening fixtures. And I also think this is a really tough one to call. I was a bit disrespectful, clearly, to Montenegro in that opener when I predicted Bulgaria to beat them. I'm not going to be as disrespectful to them today. I'm going to show them a lot of respect, actually, and say that I think they really could cause Serbia some problems tonight. However, I still have to say right now that I would expect Serbia to get the win, but I'm going to make it narrow. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Serbia. and put the little caveat and say that I would not be surprised if Montenegro did get a result tonight. But as it stands today, this morning, I think Serbia get the win. And that is going to be it for yet another day's action. As always, let me know down in the comments your thoughts as well as your predictions for tonight's games. I will be back tomorrow morning for the final day of the first set of European qualifiers. Thank you very much for watching.